Would you listen to how he describes the Hunter Biden laptop story?
Chairman, I've counted in this hearing, and we're only about an hour and a half in, the use of the word laptop about 20 times. But the 2020 election was determined because the FBI didn't let more Americans see a private citizen's non-consensual nudes? Is that what we're saying here? That you lost the election not because of your ideas, but because a private citizen's laptop
Do you want an answer?
wasn't out there?
Will you yield?
That's bananas. Like, you should be a party of ideas, not a party of non-consensual nudes to help you win an election.
Oh my God. Joe, help me. Non-consensual nudes. That's what the laptop was about.
You know, he knows as well as you know, as well as I know, as well as Jim Jordan knows, that the laptop, studies have shown 16% of the people that voted for Biden might not have had the laptop been exposed or even known about. It had nothing to do with the nudes. It had nothing to do with the questionable sexual activity with girls and women. We don't even know how old they were. Had nothing to do with all of his drug use. It had everything to do with the big guy. Had everything to do with his admission that he. Listen, Megyn, you and I, before not very long ago, before 2016, probably never thought about the FARA laws. FARA, the federal, right. What is it?
Foreign Registration Act, Foreign Agent Registration Act.
Exactly. Basically, you're working for another country trying to lobby the United States to change policy. Hunter Biden is the biggest violator in history of the FARA Act, of the FARA law, and we're ignoring it. So Eric Swalwell trying to somehow divert attention to nudes, divert attention to a private citizen's laptop that is just chock filled with allegations and proof that Joe Biden, the current president, is corrupt. I would say it's laughable, but as you said, this guy is such a moron, you can't even laugh at him. He thought going in today that this act that he just pulled was going to somehow be successful, thinking that people like you and me and those watching your show and listening to mine won't understand what he's doing. It's an attempt to divert attention and pretend that this is private sexting of each other on a laptop. It's not. It's proof that the Biden corrupt family can be a RICO case tomorrow. Rudy Giuliani could prosecute them in about 2 weeks on the same RICO laws that took down the mob families in New York. The guy is a fool. When you called him a moron, I was like, man, I've heard you curse on this show, Megyn. I was hoping for a curse word there because he's not just a moron, he's a something moron. You know what I mean?
He doesn't get me that worked up because he is so dumb and so not worth spending time on. But this one's just like, I love every single word of that is a lie. You know, Hunter Biden was interesting not because he's a private citizen, but because he's the president's son, the vice president's son, who was then the former vice president, running to be president. That's why the whole thing was interesting and newsworthy. And they were not non-consensual, by the way. There were nudes on there. They were not non-consensual. It was Hunter Biden taking the nudes of himself. How is that non-consensual, for the love of God? And then, on a separate matter, that's not what got people upset.
Yes, exactly right. But you've got to wonder, what is the mechanism of somebody's brain that does what he just did? Did he go in, did he get up this morning and think to himself, here's what I'll do. I couldn't see the video, so he probably is unshaven. He thinks he looks cool with the unshaven look lately. I'm gonna not shave, look really cool, walk in because I'm Eric Swalwell, and I'll say something so extremely stupid, but millions of Americans will fawn all over me and say, wow, he's right. It's a non-consensual nude. Leave Hunter alone. When all of us realize that the FBI had that laptop since December of 19, that the FBI had this FD 1020 or this 1023 since July of 17, and we're not going to buy the BS anymore. The diversionary tactics aren't going to work. But what really gets me, and I think it gets you as well, I feel your angst, is that this guy has such a high opinion of himself. He thought we would fall for it.
He's so dumb. He's always saying dumb things. It's there's some comfort in knowing certain things are reliable in life. I will tell you, I was one of the nerds who was actually listening to this live on C-SPAN before our show today, so I heard it myself. I texted my team immediately. But this is being pushed by these pro-Swalwell Twitter accounts. The only thing more pathetic than being Eric Swalwell is being somebody who manages a pro-Swalwell Twitter account. They think
or the person who produces The View that says, you've got to really boost Eric Swalwell. He's right. Joe Biden's just a good father, and Hunter Biden took some nudes that nobody should see.
I want to tell you about the amazing extreme altitude wines from the Bonner Private Wine Partnership. These flavors go great with any hearty meal and meat that you are likely to have or serve. They're unlike any wine you've ever tasted. Blackberry, leather, smoke, little dark cherry. The wines are almost impossible to get on your own. The producers deep in the Andes Mountains make limited quantities. And now I have a great offer for you. If you visit BonnerPrivateWines.com/MKS, that's BONNER privatewines.com/MKS, you'll not only get wine for over 50% off, 50, plus free shipping, you'll also get a bonus bottle of small batch limited production wine from their exclusive wine cellar. That's 4 bottles for the price of 3. It's a deal that is hard to turn down if you are a wine lover like I am. They've cut out the middleman too, so you're not going to pay a big markup. Just visit BONNER privatewines.com/MKS to claim your bonus bottle and become a part of America's most unique wine club. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.